Hey guys, this is my first time ever doing a video like this. I am in Tokyo. I am at Jinbocho, which is apparently Booktown. And I don't know anything about it. I've just been in Tokyo for like 2 days. My brother's gonna meet me here. He went somewhere this morning. And I am just gonna look around and see what's up and what I can find here. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. and like nothing is open. So I'm gonna try to get some coffee and hang out in the coffee shop and read for a bit. And I think stuff starts opening at like noon. So I'm gonna enjoy my morning and then explore then. Okay, so we just got coffee. It was like $6, which is super expensive, but I think it was because you could hang out in there and have a little bit of an experience. But we're just gonna walk around now that stuff's open. It's like 11 a.m. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so we've been looking in bookstores for a while. I'm trying to find the No Longer Human book, which in Japanese, which I either did a video already on my channel or it's coming up soon of it. I really want it in Japanese though. It's by a Japanese author. But I did find this. I found Clockwork Orange in Japanese. There's like, it's kind of hard to tell like where the science fiction is in the stores. So I kind of have to keep showing them like my Google Translate, like, do you have SF? And I don't know, some of them seem to get what I'm saying, some of them don't. But yeah, it's been fun. I feel like I kind of got scammed on this though, because I got like one Romeo and Juliet book for like $1, and then this was $20. So I don't know why it's so much more, but I had to get one of my favorite books. So anyway, we're gonna keep walking around. The other thing is that you can't film in a lot of these stores, so it's kind of hard to get a lot of actual stuff in there. But yeah, we're doing what we can. And yeah, it's been fun. Okay, so we've gone through a bunch of... Check it out. There are all these cars that just like belch things from loudspeakers, and I have no idea what they're saying. I would guess it's something like religious, but or they're trying to sell something. I don't know. It's weird. They don't have that in America. Anyway, that's super loud. But no, yeah, these stores are so cool. You walk in and it's just that immediate old book smell. I thought that there would be a lot more English, which is really stupid and probably very American of me to say, but it's, I don't know, like I've been to a lot of countries in Europe and Central American stuff, and I don't know, it's like full of English stuff, and I thought since we were in Tokyo, you know, there would still be a lot, but I don't know, it is mostly just Japanese, but it's still really cool to just see all the really pretty writing and calligraphy, and I don't know, you know, check out their little science fiction sections, which apparently is just like the letters SF, like that's how they say it here. But yeah, it's super interesting. We've been going around for a while. We'll get lunch soon. Yeah, really fun. All right, Nathan and I just hit the jackpot. We found a nice big store. Well, not a big store, but it had a decent science fiction collection. And yeah, I'll show you what I got later, but I'm glad I actually got to like purchase some. I was worried that I was going to go this whole time and not like find like a dedicated science fiction section with people that I knew, but anyway, yeah. Okay, so finally we got some lunch. I got this tofu and udon noodles, and Nathan got something else. I think eggs or something like that, with egg in it or something. Egg and pork and whatever that is, but it looks good. We didn't have cash, so Nathan had to sit here with like all our food for like 20 minutes while I ran to a 7-Eleven to get cash, because the Family Mart didn't take my freaking debit card, but whatever, we made it, and yeah, it's time to eat. Okay, so we just finished up our food. That was very good, and we're gonna try to hit like a few more bookstores before calling it a day in this area of Tokyo. So let's check this one out. Okay, so it seems like these more colorful looking stores have the science fiction, because this guy totally knew what I was talking about. Although this shit is expensive, I swear. Like, maybe I'm getting ripped off, but if you don't get it used in there, it's like probably like $10. Actually, that's not too bad, but like for a paperback, I don't know, I guess relative to the other stuff here that's pretty cheap, I was expecting it to be a lot better. But yeah, I think we might call it a day on the book front. We're going to go see a shrine and do some other stuff. So, yeah, that's probably it for me. Okay, I lied. We went to a few more stores, but now my brother's getting mad at me, so we're actually going to leave. Yep, we're heading to the subway now. All right, see ya. Okay, guys, we're back at my Airbnb. My brother's making some dinner. I'm gonna have dinner right after this. We spent like 6 more hours out. It's like 8 p.m. now. Checking out like a shrine and stuff in the neighborhood and walking around. And we went to like the Golden Guy and stuff, if you've ever heard that. Got some sake. So pretty interesting, fun day in Tokyo. But now I'm going to do a very scuffed Airbnb book haul. My first one of the channel, to show you what I got at the Book City today. This is the first thing that I got. Hopefully this is generally in frame. I was like, I gotta get something super cheap. It was like my first thing. It's like 100 yen. So, by the way, it's like 130 to 140 yen is $1 US. So, I don't know how to do that for like England stuff, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Romeo and Juliet in Japanese. The cool thing is like, okay, maybe I'm just super ignorant, but I didn't know that they wrote like top to bottom like this. Hopefully you can see that. But yeah, writing top to bottom. Interesting. Pretty cool. The next one I got is one of my favorite books. I was like walking around a bunch of stores. I thought that I would go there and it would be like the US, where like every single bookstore has like a big ass like couple bookshelves of science fiction, fantasy, stuff like that. You go in, I was like showing everyone my phone because I had it pulled up on Google Translate, like, do you have SF, which is like how they say science fiction, in Japanese, Google Translate. And everyone, no. So it was kind of embarrassing, honestly, but a couple of stores. So the first store that I found that had them, it had one of my favorite books of all time, A Clockwork Orange by Burgess, and the same cover, and I was like, shit, this is a lot of money. It was 2,000 yen, so 15, 16, 70 bucks. I don't know, but I say that's a lot because stuff here is like pretty cheap, like food and shit like that. So yeah, I thought books were gonna be like just a couple bucks. Anyway. Cool book. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, they had these Jinbocho Booktown maps. So here's the English one. They're free. Let's see, I'll open this up. The history and enjoyment of Jinbōchō. So maybe pick one of these up if you're going. I think it's just a big map. Yeah, it is. Honestly, I didn't do a ton of research about this place before coming here. Probably would have been smart to check it out. I don't know if you can see this very well. Yeah. History, religion, ideology, old antiquarian books, books in Western languages, subculture, hobbies, wholesale. They don't have science fiction as a theme on here. So, yeah, not that big here. But check it out. So, that'll be a good keepsake. Maybe I'll put that up on my wall or something. I got a good bunch of books here. Yeah, this is the last store that I went to, actually. I'm smiling because this is so cool. I don't know. J.G. Ballard, High Rise. I looked at so when I went in the store, I had to like pick out I had to like look on the shelf, and you just see these, right? And I have no idea, what this is. So I had to like pull out every one and then look at either like the inside flap to see the picture of the author, or like here this just says JG. I don't know if you can see that, but I was like, oh, that's got to be Ballard. So it's pretty cool. I don't know, kind of a boring cover, but whatever. This one, check this out. I was like, I gotta get this. Pretty cool cover. And this is Neuromancer by Gibson, obviously. It's just so weird to see it in Japanese, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like an embarrassing American to say that, but okay. I'm holding it upside down. That is pretty embarrassing. Check it out. And then I really wanted to get No Longer Human, the book that I either previously did a review on or I've done it here earlier on my channel. And so I just pulled up like a Japanese cover. I just looked up like No Longer Human Japanese, and I just went and like asked every store that I went to. I'm like, do you have this book? And like none of them had them. But then I finally found a store, and they're like, oh yeah, Ningen Shugaku, which I think is like what it is in Japanese. And then they brought me over, and they had the exact edition that I pulled up online. So my heart is very warm because I was so glad that I could get this in Japan. One of my favorite books, my channel's namesake. And yeah, now I have my own authentic Japanese copy because, it's written by a Japanese guy. Oh, this is the picture on Wikipedia, too, of Dazai. You probably can't see that. Anyway, very cool, very cool. Oh, and let's talk about price a little bit for these. So what was this? This was like $3, I think. But this was kind of I don't know. This was a little bit more. These were like $12 each, probably, the Neuromancer and the High Rise. So I don't know, but I think they're new. So, but the next place was cheaper. This next place I had a lot of fun at as well. This was the first place that I actually found good science fiction, and this was probably the coolest stuff I found. It was like this one was actually used, right? But I asked them if they had science fiction, like, yeah. And they just showed me like literally like this much, right? None of these places had a lot of stuff for science fiction, but I asked if they had also the No Longer Human book, and there was not as many people speak English here as I thought. Again, that's like me being a stupid Westerner, but like I was expecting them to like everyone to just break into English. But no, they definitely did not. And so I had a little bit of trouble trying to find this book. So I think this is No Longer Human. I don't know. They kept saying, oh, it's highlighted in red or something. I don't know. So maybe someone just took a note in this book about No Longer Human. It's a used book. But yeah, I guess I'll probably like take a picture of this later and see what it translates to. Yeah. But anyway, the best at this place was they had a ton of science fiction. Oh, and before I go into it, I'll talk just a tiny bit. You probably saw it on my videos earlier, but there are so many stores there. It's like, and this map shows as well, it's like blocks, and like blocks and blocks, maybe like, not blocks and blocks, like 4 blocks or something, and just every single store is a bookstore. There's like used, there's new, tons of stuff. So it's just so cool. It said online, it was like, bibliophile is like paradise. I was like, this is absolutely it. So I don't know if you're a book person and you're visiting Tokyo. I mean, you just got to do this. It's not that far off the road. Quick metro ride, and you're right there. Okay, so these are so cool. So it was difficult because I had to like pull out every single book, right? Because I didn't know like what they were. But like, check all these out. So each of these was like $4. And you look at this, it's like, okay, interesting cover. I have no idea what this is, though. Apparently it's science fiction because the lady told me at the front desk. And then you open it up. I don't know if you can see this. Picture of Ursula K. Le Guin. So I'm like, oh, shit. This is so awesome. So I don't even know what book this is yet. But I'm going to check it out when I get home. It's just so cool. It's like used books. These were each like $3. I was like, I got to buy like pretty much all these from all the authors that I know here. So I got a bunch more from this place. I don't even know if I know this author. Lloyd Biggle Jr.? I don't know who that is, to be honest. Maybe I'm not as well read as most of the people on here, on BookTube, but it had a really cool cover, so I had to get this one. Again, each of these were like $3-4 USD. Check this out. Super cool, like, Japanese cover. One thing that I noticed about the Japanese covers is this is like the MO for a lot of the covers, right? Like, it's like all white, and then like okay, this isn't that minimalist, but there are a lot of like minimalist ones. Maybe not of the ones that I bought, but yeah, very minimalist, or like a white background, and then they've just got like a painting in the bottom center or something like that. Again, this one's Ursula K. Le Guin. Don't know what this one is. I guess I'll figure out when I translate it when I have more time. This one is Ray Bradbury. It just says it on the inside cover, but again, I had to like pull it out every single time and check each of these individually. Pretty interesting cover. I don't know what this is. Maybe short story collection or something. It's got like a stain in it, but clearly used. Check this out. Maybe you can guess. This was another fun thing, is like I would look at the covers and be like, oh, can I guess what book this is? Because they're all the Japanese covers, obviously. But check this out. Can you guess what this one is? PKD? I'm going to guess this is Man in the High Castle or something. So, I don't know. It's cool. This is an odd cover. I don't know. It's in like a church graveyard, and a woman looking sexual on it, and then a guy in the foreground also looking kind of sensuous. Interesting. Sensual. And who is this? Who did I buy? Brian Aldiss. Okay, sweet. So yeah, another guy that I know. And let's see, what's the last book? Oh, this one's sweet. Yeah, I got this one because of the cover. I didn't even open it up and see who it was. I'm going to open it up, though, and check. Oh, Aldous Huxley. Sweet. Yeah, this book rocks. These covers are so cool. Yeah, I wish I had found more stores like this. My brother was low-key getting kind of annoyed near the end, so I was like, I kind of got to wrap this up because we had been there for a bunch of hours, and he's not a big reader like I am. This place was so awesome. It was like $3-4. I could have just like looked at books like these all day. Just so awesome to see like all the names that I know, but in Japanese, they're Japanese editions, Japanese covers. So awesome. A little more expensive than I thought to get the non-used ones, given how cheap everything else has been around here. But yeah, that was so awesome. That has made my trip so far. First book haul. I don't collect a bunch of physical books. I've never like talked about this, but I started getting really back into reading when I had some really bad carpal tunnel. It was like hard for me to hold books, so I started. That's why I had to like listen to audiobooks. I couldn't even really hold an e-reader, and then I went and I started using an e-reader because that didn't hurt my wrists as much. But anyway, so I don't collect a ton, so I don't do a ton of book hauls and stuff. But it was really fun to everyone does it, so I got to do my own version. I am going to eat some dinner because I'm fucking hungry. And yeah, thanks for watching.